Hi class, I'm Mrs. Bastide. Welcome to Reading Mastery 5, Lesson 99. Stack your books and set yourselves up for success. Have your skill book on top, open to word attack. Be there and pinch your pointer in 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1. First word touch. That word is salute. What word? Yes, salute. Next word is hustle. What word? Yes, hustle. Next word is dignity. What word? Yes, dignity. Next word is alley. What word? Yes, alley. First word touch. First word what word? Yes, salute. Next word what word? Yes, hustle. Next word what word? Yes, dignity. Next word what word? Yes, alley. First word touch. First word what word? Yes, salute. Next word what word? Yes, hustle. Next word what word? Yes, dignity. Next word what word? Yes, alley. Top to bottom, bottom to top. You ready? Column 2 touch. First word what word? Yes, gifted. Next word what word? Yes, feasted. Next word what word? Yes, dilapidated. Next word what word? Yes, enchanted. Next word what word? Yes, drifted. Next word what word? Yes, suspected. Column 2 touch. First word what word? Yes, gifted. Next word what word? Yes, feasted. Next word what word? Yes, dilapidated. Next word what word? Yes, enchanted. Next word what word? Yes, drifted. Next word what word? Yes, suspected. Top to bottom, bottom to top. You ready? Column 3 touch. First word what word? Yes, entertain. Next word what word? Yes, entertainment. Next word what word? Yes, wrestle. Next word what word? Yes, bruise. Next word what word? Yes, shove. Next word what word? Yes, wrestling. First word touch. First word what word? Yes, entertain. Next word what word? Yes, entertainment. Next word what word? Yes, wrestle. Next word what word? Yes, bruise. Next word what word? Yes, shove. Next word what word? Yes, wrestling. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Get ready? Column 4 touch. First word what word? Yes, ability. Next word what word? Yes, wisdom. Next word what word? Yes, unleash. Next word what word? Yes, ignorant. Next word what word? Yes, gifted. First word touch. First word what word? Yes, ability. Next word what word? Yes, wisdom. Next word what word? Yes, unleash. Next word what word? Yes, ignorant. Next word what word? Yes, gifted. Top to bottom, bottom to top. You ready? Column 5 touch. First word what word? Yes, rude. Next word what word? Yes, salute. Next word what word? Yes, priest. Next word what word? Yes, trade. Next word what word? Yes, tattered. Next word what word? Yes, hustle. First word touch. First word what word? Yes, rude. Next word what word? Yes, salute. Next word what word? Yes, priest. Next word what word? Yes, trade. Next word what word? Yes, tattered. Next word what word? Yes, hustle. Go to column 4. We're going to talk about what these words mean. First, you're going to touch under the first word. That word is ability. What word? Yes, ability. What does ability mean? You are able to do things. Number 2, that word is wisdom. What word? Yes, wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is great knowledge. Word 3 is unleash. What word? Yes, unleash. What do you do when you unleash something? You let it run free. Word 4, ignorant. What word? Yes, ignorant. What's an ignorant person? A person who does not understand things. Number 5 is gifted. What word? Yes, gifted. A gifted person is somebody who has a lot of ability. Go ahead and go to part B, your new vocabulary. Number 1 is rude. What word? Yes, rude. The opposite of polite is rude. The opposite of a polite party is a rude party. What's the opposite of a polite student? Get ready? Yes, a rude student. What's the opposite of a polite experience? Get ready? Yes, a rude experience. Number 2, salute. When you salute, you make a gesture that shows respect. Show how soldiers salute officers. Number 3, priest. What word? Yes, priest. A priest is an important man who works in a church. When you talk to a priest, you call him father. Number 4, that word is trade. What word? Yes, trade. What do you do when you trade with another person? You make a bargain. Number 5, tattered. What word? Yes, tattered. Something that is torn and shredded is called tattered. A torn and shredded coat is a tattered coat. A torn and shredded shirt is a what? Get ready? A tattered shirt. Number 6, hustle. What word? Yes, hustle. When you move very fast, you hustle. What are you doing when you move very fast? Get ready? Yes, hustling. Very good. Fist bump. Fist bump the screen. Boom. Go ahead and turn to page 101 in your workbook. You're going to read that passage out loud. You're going to pause the video, read it to yourself out loud, and then go ahead and press play after you've finished reading that passage. Go. Okay, now that you've read that passage, we're going to answer some of the comprehension questions. Name 3 things Miguel did as he cleaned the house. He swept all the floors, he cleaned the bathroom sink, and he mopped the kitchen floor. Tell me the main idea. On Saturday, Miguel cleaned up the house. What number is in front of the main idea? Get ready? Yes, 1. Tell me the first supporting detail. Get ready? He swept the floors. What letter is in front of the first supporting detail? Find it. Get ready? Yes, A. What letter is in front of the second supporting detail? Get ready? Yes, B. And what letter is in front of the third supporting detail? Get ready? Yes, C. The details A, B, and C are indented. That means that the letters A, B, and C are not directly under the number 1. The letters are moved over to the right so that you can see that they come under the main idea. Go ahead and pause the video, copy the main idea and your supporting details now. Go ahead and unpause when you've finished. Okay, thanks for finishing your main idea. Go ahead and turn to page 369 in your textbook. What is the error limit for this chapter? Get ready? Yes, it's 7 errors. I'm going to read to the error limit, and you're going to follow along with me and answer the comprehension questions as we go. Make sure that you're in pincher pointer table and that you are using your tracking fingers as we go along. Chapter 2, Tom's meeting with the prince. What happened at the end of the last chapter? Yes, the prince ran toward Tom and the guard. How old was Tom when he visited Westminster? Get ready? Yes, 10 years old. In what year did that happen? Get ready? Yes, 1547. Follow along with me, track as I read. The prince ran to the gate. In an instant, the people in the crowd took off their hats. In a single voice they shouted, "Long live the Prince of Wales!" The prince cried out to the guard, "How dare you treat anyone in this kingdom so rudely? Open the gates and let that pauper in." The guard quickly saluted as Tom Canty, the Prince of Poverty, passed in, with the rags of his costume fluttering behind him. Listen to that sentence again. The guard quickly saluted as Tom Canty, the Prince of Poverty, passed in, with the rags of his costume fluttering behind him. Was Tom a real prince? Get ready? No. So the author is making a joke by calling Tom the Prince of Poverty. He was dressed as differently from a real prince as he could possibly dress. Keep tracking along with me. The Prince of Wales, Edward Tudor, said to the pauper, "You look tired and hungry. You have been treated poorly. Come with me." Half a dozen lords who were in the courtyard sprang forward to object to the prince allowing a beggar inside the gates. But the prince waved his hand in a gesture that told them to hold their tongues. What did the lords want to object about? Yes, he objected to allowing a beggar inside the gates. What did the prince do when they began to object? He waved his hand and told them to be quiet. Show me how he did that. Right? With one little motion, the prince has a lot of power. What does that mean? In a gesture that told them to hold their tongues. Do you want them to go like this? No, it told them to be quiet. The chapter says that there were half a dozen lords. How many is that? Think? You ready? Yes, 6. Keep tracking along and following along with me. The lords stopped in their tracks and stood silently, like half a dozen statues. Edward led Tom inside the palace, past rows of guards, lords, and ladies. The boys went to a small apartment that was very splendid. Edward then commanded servants to bring food for Tom. Within a few minutes, they returned with food that Tom had only read about. Edward waved his hand for the servants to leave. He did this now so that Tom would not be embarrassed by their presence. As Tom ate, Edward sat near him and asked questions. "What is your name, lad?" Tom replied with his mouth full. "Where do you live?" Tom explained that he lived on Pudding Lane with his parents, his grandmother, and his twin sisters, Nan and Bet. "Is your life hard?" Edward inquired. Tom replied, "During the winters things are bad, but during the summer my life is pretty good." Edward asked about the room that Tom lived in and asked about how Tom spent his days. As Edward listened, a fierce look came into his eyes and he cried out, "This is terrible!" Then he added, "Are your servants good to you and your sisters?" Tom answered meekly, "We do not have servants." "What?" demanded Edward. "How do your sisters dress in the morning without the help of servants?" "They don't need to get dressed," Tom said, "because they have only one outfit." Edward looked shocked. "That is not a problem," Tom explained. "They each have only one body, so they don't need more than one outfit." Edward laughed and said, "Pardon me for laughing, but I shall see to it that your sisters have many changes of clothes." Do you think that the prince had ever talked to anyone like Tom before? You ready? No, so he asked lots of questions. Where were they when the prince asked those questions? In the prince's apartment. What was Tom doing while the prince asked questions? He was eating. Why had the prince told the servants to leave? So that Tom wouldn't be embarrassed. Everybody show me how the prince motioned the servants to leave. Maybe like this. What are some things the prince asked Tom? Maybe his name, where he lived, or how he was treated. Those are some things that he asked him. During which season was Tom's life the worst? Think. Get ready? Yes, winter. What did Tom say when the prince asked about Tom's servants? Yes, he said he had none. Why did Tom think that his sisters only needed one outfit? Because they each had only one body. They slept in the same outfit they wore during the day. That outfit must have been pretty dirty. You read about the prince's father. What was his name? Think. Get ready? Henry VIII. Does Edward seem to be much like his father? Get ready? No, Edward seems like a very nice person. Had Tom learned to read in school? Get ready? No. Who taught him? The priest, or Father Andrews. Where did Tom learn about the world? From books he had read. Read the rest of the chapter 10 to yourselves and be ready to answer some questions after. Read it over twice because it contains a lot of information. Part of what you will read describes something that Edward does, and it will be later very important to Tom and Edward. So read that part very carefully. Go ahead and pause the video. After you have read through it twice, go ahead and unpause, and we'll go over the rest of the comp questions. Thanks for pausing the video. Tom told Edward about some things that Tom did. These things made Edward feel envious. What things did Tom describe? Races, games, swimming, dances, making mud pies, mud games. Why did Edward envy Tom? Because he couldn't do those things. Tom said that he dreamed of things that were quite different. What did Tom dream about? He dreamed about being a prince. What did the boys do after Tom explained his dream? They exchanged clothes. What was unusual about the boys after they had traded clothes? They looked just the same. Edward noted one thing that made the boys look different. What was that? It was a bruise on Tom's hand. How had Tom received the bruise? When the guard at the gate pushed him. What did Edward do when Tom told him about the bruise? He went to see the guard. A part of the story tells about something Edward did that would later be very important to Tom and him. Edward did this just before he ran outside to scold the guard. What did Edward do? He hit a strange object. Did Edward say something to the guard at the gate? Think. Get ready? Yes, he did. What did the guard do? He shoved Edward out into the street. Did anybody believe Edward when he tried to tell them who he was? Get ready? No. What did the people in the crowd do at the end of the chapter? They pushed Edward and teased him. They were calling him the Prince of Wales. Were they serious or were they just mocking? Get ready? They were just mocking him. Okay, I want you to look in your skill book. Oh, before we do that, we're going to do a speed read. So I want you to go back to the beginning of the story. The very beginning of the story, and you're going to do a speed read. And I'm going to time you. Remember, this is a speed read, so if you don't know a word, you're just going to guess and go and keep going. On your mark, get set, go. And stop. Good. Now remember where your spot is, where you ended. Go back to the beginning. Try and beat it. On your mark, get set, go. And stop. Thumbs up if you beat it. I can't see your thumbs up, but I bet you have a thumbs up. All right, go ahead and turn to your skill book. I want you to look at Part E. We're going to quickly go over your writing assignment before you begin. Edward and Tom talked about how their lives were different. Which person would you want to be? Write at least 5 sentences that explain your answer. Don't forget the correct paragraph format. First, you start with your topic sentence. What do you start with? Get ready? your topic sentence. Then you have supporting, supporting, supporting. Then you end with your conclusion. You end with your what? Get ready? Conclusion. So don't remember that format, or don't forget that format. I want you to remember that format. Don't forget it. Start with your topic sentence, supporting, supporting, supporting sentence, and end with your conclusion sentence. So make sure that you have 5 sentences. It's in your best cursive, written down in your skill book. And you may now go ahead and finish. After you do that, you can go ahead and finish the rest of the items in your workbook and skill book. Thanks for tuning in today. Say, oh yeah, baby! High five. See you later.